Hello guys, how are you? How are you doing? Look at my gorgeous nails, the ones I did for Christmas. I'm here at the spa area at the library at the Dolder and I am drinking some warm tea. So get yourself something to drink because this video it's gonna be a little bit long. Okay, I don't know how long, but it's a chit chat, you know. So make yourself comfortable. And yeah, it's been a while since I sat and I did this life update. Do you know, for this video, I'm gonna focus on a specific topic, okay? And then I will do another like life update, everything that has been going on since the last time I did a life update, okay? But for now, I wanted to focus on um, on an idea, vale is in Spanish, it means okay. I want to focus on an idea that has come to my mind, you know, in order to be able to connect more with you, okay? And of course, if you want to as well to support my content. So, as many of you know, I'm quite active on Instagram. I have more than 40,000 subscribers on my yoga well-being, you know, page where I just talk about different well-being topics, and I connect with my audience, and many times, you know, many times people just want to talk to me. You know, they just want to chat with me because they feel bored. You know, sometimes because you know they just find me nice pleasant, and there is something bothering them in their hearts and they want to share it with me, simply as that. Before, in the past, I used to go live on Instagram. Now I cannot go live anymore. I don't know what's the reason, but the thing is that I can't. And but before I used to go live, you know, and people will ask me questions, you know, such as like yoga for menopause or yoga to lose belly fat, and then they will like tips and they would like to do a follow up with me, you know, which never happened. They didn't then follow up. I don't know why, but then when I'll go live again, it will be like the same persons as well interested, and so I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to get content for free or advice for free, but others really they really I didn't have that feeling from them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they didn't find the right way to communicate with me. I just don't know. A little bit weird, but the thing is that I get a lot of people, you know, who want to talk to me, and that I have until now have like access, you know, like a tribute that people will have to pay to me if they wanted to talk to me and so. But now, I mean, I still do have that, okay, especially for certain situations, you know, I still have that. But if people, for instance, just want to chat with me and or maybe they want to ask a specific question, you know, excuse me, let's drink some water. They want a specific question and answer, you know, very concrete answer, maybe like 35 minutes answer. And so I've decided that the blue page, okay, the only the fans page, it's very good for this. You know, it's really a pity that the page has a little bit of only, you know, this sexualized content. But actually, you know, there are all types of creators there, and I don't do any type of explicit content. You know, and for connecting, for interacting with your fans, actually it's very good. Also interacting with your fans and getting monetized as well, getting paid for your time, for your content, for your presence, you know, it's also very good. You know, the platform is very simple, and people can just send me can excuse me, people can just send me messages, you know, if they want to, just one message, and then I can charge for that message like $5 or $10, you know, or 20 at the most. It will be 20, you know. So people can do that if people like they feel like chatting, like, oh, I'm bored, I just want to chat and I'm available, then they write me and they chat with me, you know and they don't have like to spend a lot of money. They can control how much money they spend, how many chats, and everything is in the platform, and the platform is secure, it's safe, and everything just happens very naturally, very organically, when people have time and they can connect, or they are like in a rush, to to get something out of their hearts, out of their souls, then they can just write me, and I'll do my best to answer it as soon as possible. Sometimes what we need is just like a quick connection with someone, a quick answer specifically to a specific question topic that we may have. We don't need like elaborated questions or answers. Sometimes people just, as I say, they just want to get to know me better and chat with me. So, and yeah, and sometimes they only have like $30, So I want to make access to me available to everybody. And I think the Blue Page, okay, is very, very good for this. The interface is clean. Uh, people can message me. I can create audios, and I can as well create content for my page, right? At first, I didn't know. I was thinking, like, do I do like just a free page, so that people can write me? Or do I do like a paid page and then I create a little bit of content inside? And so I've decided to create a paid page. It will be $9.99, per month, and that also filters people who just wants to waste my time, because you cannot imagine how many messages I get on Instagram just with hi, and so if I make my on Blue Page for free, there will be so many people um writing me, and in Instagram I can always like restrict their access, and in the Blue Page I'll have to block them, and it will be just too much work. So not very efficient, effective. So I've decided, to do a paid subscription, and this paid subscription, $9.99, is also, to support my content here on Instagram, on YouTube. If you feel like you like my content, or you just like me, my beautiful outfits, my red color, my nails, yeah, just you can just subscribe, and the type of content that I will be producing there is not the same as here on Instagram, on YouTube or on Instagram. Okay, I won't be doing like routines. And so for that, I have here Instagram, where I've been filming videos, routines like 10 minutes, like for the lower back, and then on Instagram I do short reels, like reel for the lower back, or reel to stretch the hamstrings, things like that. Very simple and effective, quick reels, that quick exercise that people can implement. So what I want to create within Blue Page space, it's a much more intimate space, where people can have more personalized access to me, and also we can work together towards our healthy well-being goals, like challenges, like drinking water, something so easy, right? People don't drink a lot of water. So we can create a challenge, like this month, every month there will be a challenge, and then I will post a little bit of tips, content, and people can then work on that challenge, and they can comment, how is it going for them, and they can share as well with me if they have any questions, any challenges, so it's really to create more that interactive access, which also is not possible here on YouTube. On YouTube, even if you do the memberships, it's not so interactive because you don't have that messaging aspect, messaging the audio, it's not like that. Though I know that there are now a possibility to answer to comments, I think, from a video on YouTube, using audio. It's in beta phase, but altogether, YouTube is not that's not the type of platform or interaction is made for. YouTube is made like this. Like to see it, you do a lengthier video, you talk, and then people write in the comments and you may answer, and so, but it's not really so much to interact, to have that back and forth conversation, and to create like a challenge and then do like follow up with people, and I just feel that the blue page is really fantastic for that. Actually, it's made for that, um, it's made for fans of any type, to connect with their creators, and so far I I have not yet created the page for the well-being. Okay, well-being. You know that I have other pages, but not for well-being. So the page for well-being, I will be creating it most likely tomorrow because I'm waiting for a new phone and I need a new phone to get verified. And so, yeah. So so I will be doing it tomorrow, and then I will be sharing with you the link here, and I hope to see many of you there. I hope you subscribe, and yeah, whenever you feel like you want to talk to me, you have a specific question to ask me as well. If there is any type of content, any type of challenges, you like to suggest for the month on the blue page, you can do that. Okay, I hope I don't need to say this again. Okay, but it's nothing. We don't do any type of sexualized content there. Okay, we don't do any type of explicit content there. Don't get twisted. Okay, just remember that the blue page is a page that is accessible for all creators in all industries, and each one decides to choose the choose the way in which they want to use the platform. Okay, and as I said, I found it personally very, very good when it comes really to having that interaction with your audience, and the interface, it's very, very simple. So um, so that's why I have decided to use it. Okay. and and yeah, if there is any topic, you like to talk to me about, and it's not like in the scope of of what the channel is, the page is, it doesn't matter. You can always write to me. Okay, you can always chat. We can always find time for each other, because that's something that is lacking in today's society, right? This one-on-one connection, excuse me, one-on-one connection, really. Oh, I'm looking at my hand, my fingers, they're so long and they're so beautiful at the same time. This red for Christmas, amazing. And this one-on-one connection, these interactions, whenever I go live on this channel, or in another channels, I get many people, many viewers. They just want to interact with people, and I think that's a huge added value of the blue page, that really allows that more personal connection. Okay, with the creators that you like, to talk about anything. As I said, people sometimes they just want to talk to me. They just like my views on something and just would like to discuss it further with me. So this is having a blue page and having, the chat session. It's a very fantastic opportunity, to do so. And of course, if you want video calls, and if you still want, like, for some reason, like, to be anonymous or so with the video calls, write me. There's a way as well. We can do video calls, or telephone, without uh, without you disclosing your identity if that is of concern to you. But just remember, anything that we talk, it's confidential as well. And usually, the type of conversation I've been having with people when I've gone live on Instagram, they are really very caring, very gentle. People just want to speak their hearts out. They just want to share an idea, and they want someone, not a machine. They just want someone, organically, to be there for them and to connect with them. So that's what I want to share with you today. And I've been getting new subscribers here on this page, and whenever I've gone live on this channel on YouTube, I've had new people. So you, the new people, if you want to, you can subscribe to my blue page, okay? To my only fans page, so that we can chat there. Because the good thing as well about that page, about the blue page, is that you can go live as well. Like, we can go live, we can interact with each other, and I can get a little bit compensated for my time as well. You can ask me specific questions, I can give you advice, and you can tip, because that's also valuable. My time is valuable, my advice is valuable, and just being on YouTube for free it doesn't work very well for me. On YouTube, you have this super chat, right? But I am not able to do that yet, because I'm not monetized. I don't have the hours, the watch hours, and so on. And it will take a long, long time until I have the watch hours, and I don't want to be dependent on that. So that's where platforms like the Blue Page come in place. You don't need any watch hours, any requirement, anything. The only thing that you need is just to have people who follow you on the page, and that's it. But the page is accessible to you, and you can start interacting with people there from day one, and you can start making money there as well from day one. Being paid for your time, for your knowledge, for people having access to you. Because when you are on social media, there are so many people. So many messages I get on DM that people want to talk to me. So I really want to give my time and my space, to people who are really willing to pay. Who really value my time, my energy. Not just everyone who writes me um, anything on Instagram and just wants to talk and just spend time with me. And even here on YouTube, whenever I go live, we just talking, and it's just not the most efficient, the most productive use of my time, as a content creator. So so yeah, so that's what I want to share with you today. And do you still have your tea? So nice, so light, so gentle. Yeah. So that's what I want to share with you. And yeah, I hope to see many of you on my page when I have it. As I say, I think I'll do it tomorrow, and then yeah, it can take like 1-2 days my side to get approved, and then I'll notify you here, and I'll notify you as well on on Instagram. And yeah, we can just start talking there, conversing there, chatting there. Of course, I will still do these videos and on Instagram as well, but the interaction, having access to me, oops, sorry, excuse me, guys, I'm holding my iPad. But the interaction, having that interaction with me, and so it's just I will um, send all the people to the blue page. It's just much better for me. I hope you understand, and I hope you follow me there. And I mean, anytime, you don't have to follow me today. You can follow me anytime, and always there available for a chat. Okay. Ciao. So strange. Sometimes my iPad doesn't want to work well. Let me change it. I have to turn around like this.